In the heart of West Africa lies a nation of diverse people, rich culture, complex history, and boundless resilience. We proudly present the Unsung Heroes Project, a captivating journey through the vibrant tapestry of identities and experiences in Nigeria. This project showcases the stories of everyday people whose voices and experiences have the power to inspire and drive positive change in our society.
This is the building where I was giving birth to. 3 weeks after my mother gave birth to me, she left. My name is Ahmed Suleiman and I'm 28 years old. I was born and raised in Abuja Children's Home on September 23rd, 1996. I finished my primary school from Abuja Children's Home Nursery and Primary School, known as Local Education Authority, LEA, where I advanced and did my junior secondary school in Junior Secondary School Jikwe along Ashaka Cement in Jikwe. Then I advanced ahead and finished my senior secondary school at Government Secondary School Karishi. And currently I'm waiting an admission into the university. On September 23rd, 1996, my mom gave birth to me. 3 weeks later, she then left me due to one or two reasons which I don't know. But subsequently, I've been trying to reach her, but it's not possible. But after 17 years, on October 2nd, 2013, she showed up. And since then, we've been on communication, but we ceased from communication. I don't know why. My mom got pregnant out of wedlock. It's a tradition in Medjugorje that once you get pregnant out of wedlock, they will stone you to death because it's not part of the tradition there. So legally, you have to get married, and you get pregnant. The lady gets pregnant, but before getting married, you get pregnant, they will stone you to death. So my mom traveled to Kaduna, where she met Asabe Hussein, the daughter of Jeremiah Hussein, the former minister of FCT, where she seek refuge. And from there, they went to the same high school. And from there again, I think the Asabe Hussein gave my mother some insight to come to Abuja because there's an orphanage home at Wuse. They call it Wuse General Hospital, but it's not an orphanage home where they keep abandoned children and children that their parents no longer want. So my mother went there, and luckily here has been allocated to the women or the founders of a Better Life program. So when the land was allocated to them, they brought with the set of children here. I think I should be the 5th set of children that was brought into this home, which is where my mother took refuge here. She was here again, and they gave her a hostel where she stayed and gave birth to me after 3 weeks without breastfeeding. Then she left. So since then, I've not heard from her. You won't understand the trauma we passed through not being with our parent. For me, whenever we go out to a birthday party that we're invited by some organization or NGO, we always feel bad, especially me in particular. I don't go out to dance. I don't go out to mingle with kids because I always feel that emotion, because seeing other kids with their parents, it makes me wonder why my parents will come and leave me here for years. So it has not been easy. It has been very, very challenging. Only few of my friends who we grew up together within the orphanage knew that I was born and raised here. But those I don't know, I didn't let them know because the stigma there is very intense. Because I remember back then when I was still in senior school, when my mates, those who later found out that I was born and raised in an orphanage themselves, they used that against me to look for my trouble, to bully me in school. So that was one of the reasons that made me left DSS Karishi for 3 weeks and came back home. I didn't go to school. So I never told the management what happened. Currently, I've not been able to have admission into the institution for the past 4 years. It's not because I don't want to go to school, but because it's God's plan, though. It's God's plan because everything happened for a reason. So some of the kids in this house, when I try to intervene in things that they do, they will start bringing the past that my mates are in school and I choose not to go to school, I keep telling them that it's not by my power. Everything is time. So I'll wait for my time. The one person I'm very fond of and I'm very grateful to is Mr. Suleiman Umar Said. He's the first male administrator we've ever had in this house. His leadership standard is one that is unique in a way that when he talks to his staff, he brings everybody on board, he brings them together, they share their problem with him, and he shares a solution to their problem. And we as the children of the home, he made sure that we are not being bullied. He made sure that we are cared for. He made sure that our daily needs are met. So I think he's my idol in the home. But the entire staff entirely have shaped our life in different ways. In terms of making sure that we are okay at night, in terms of making sure that our room are fleeted with mosquito insecticide. We have 3 categories of children in the home. First of all, the number 1 category is the abandoned. Abandoned are children that have been abandoned, that has no means of identification. And the abused are children that they take from the village to come and work as an house help when the relative use the opportunity to abuse them. And we have the upkeep. I fall in the category of upkeep, children for upkeep. And the children that their siblings does not have the capacity to look after them in terms of feeding, financial support, and school entirely, and shelter. So I fall in that category. But people I might not see it for me, I don't think I'm for upkeep because I've been here since 96 till date. So currently I'll be 28 years old. So I don't think I'm from upkeep. So I think we fall in this category of abandon. I've come in contact with my mother on October 2nd, 2013. And that was successful because one of the BOT member named Hanato Atta, Daniel, whom I call her grandma, she has, without my consent, she has been tracing my mother for the past 5 years, which I don't know about. So luckily, when I came back from school, she called me to the office and told me that we've been tracing your mother and today your mom is coming here. I said, okay. So it's going to be the first time. But that day was a bit emotional for me because that was the first day and the last day I saw my mother. Till date, I haven't crossed path with her again. I was the most happiest person that day. I was the most happiest person. But one thing that almost destroyed me was when I heard that she developed kidney disorder, and the doctors said that she won't see the end of 2015. That was what made me emotional. It almost destroyed my academic activities. I had to leave school for almost 3 years. That's high school. Till date, it's still disturbing me up till now. Well, the last time we spoke was I think last year. We spoke last year when I told her that I've reapplied for JAMB again. I've enrolled for JAMB again, and I scored made a very good score. I sent it to her. So we're communicating along the line. She cut off communication again. According to her, she doesn't want me to be bothered by her medical problems. I don't know, but as a son, I think I should be bothered by it. When I dropped out of school, when I discovered that my mom was diagnosed with kidney disorder, the motivation I had was from a friend. His name is Nasiru Ibrahim. We schooled together in the primary school I finished, Abuja Children's Home Northern Primary School. So he told me that in all our friends, if you look around, you are the only person that share your problem with. The only person that shares his problem with me. And whenever I have issues concerning where I come from, I'll talk to him. So aside that, one of the other motivation that made me want to further my education was because it's always a reminder to me whenever I watch TV to see Nelson Mandela call that education is the most powerful weapon you can use to change the world. It does not just apply to those who are outside orphanages. It also applies to us in an institution like this, that we shouldn't lose hope. In 2020, yes, I started my quest to gain admission to the higher institution. I wrote JAMB 4 times, and this year will make it the fifth JAMB I've written. And all my papers, I make my papers. So my last 2 previous ones, I got 218 in JAMB last year, and this year I got 209. So I am happy to say that I've applied for Kefi State University, Nasarawa State University, Kefi, which by next month, their portal will be open. I'll upload my results, then further screening will take place. Currently, the steps have been taken to gain admission into the institution. Those steps are done by me alone, without no help, without help from the government or from the home. I called some of my friends who are schooling in Kano, Jigawa, and Nasarawa State. I called them, if there's any opportunity for me to gain admission into your institution, please, if the door is open, you let me know, or just chip in. So I chose Nasarawa State. I've applied to enroll in Nasarawa State University, Kefi, and by October 1st, their portal will be opened and I'll apply and further screening will take place. I applied for political science because I want to be a politician. And I've had my aspiration to run for the office of councillor in my community here, which I know that I'll win. Because I have that heart and zeal to work. And whatever thing I said I will achieve it. Because it's my goal to achieve every goal I've set out to achieve. My experience in life is what is making me to run for the office of councillor of my community. Because those in my position, those who have been where am I today, I don't think they have those opportunities to excel in life. But as a councillor, from where I come from, and my community, they knows me very well, to make them more better in the community and make them safe, we will look into the welfare of the orphans and vulnerables in society. Well, my advice for two kids that are going through the same issue is that don't lose hope. Always keep your head high. The sky is the limit, and always be prayerful and be hopeful that one day it will all get better. This is the building where I was giving birth to me. 3 weeks after my mother gave birth to me, she left. And this building here also is the baby's session. This is the first primary school. This is the building where I started my play class before we moved to the main site, outside the orphanage. This building over here is the Rotary Club International building. It's for the grown-up boys of my age. While this other building over here, the Fortitude of God hostel, is the hostel for the little boys and the senior girls and the little girls. While over there is the administrative block. The admin block is not just the admin block. It has the multipurpose hall, the central store, the clinic, the crèche, and the sick bay, and the pharmacies. And over there we have the skill acquisition center that is sponsored by NDIC. And each of the buildings, we have staffs that are stationed there to monitor the children. If there are any problem or issue, they relate to the head nanny before the head nanny relates it to the administrative staff to take action. Welcome to the boys' hostel. It's called Rotary Club International. So this is my room. This is where I lay my head.
Amidst the diversity and complexity, one thread remains constant: the unwavering spirit of the Nigerian people. Through adversity and triumph, they continue to write their own stories of courage and hope.